he would revert back to the movie. What was the superhero movie with Will Smith? But he would talk about you're doing great, even though they weren't doing well, and they didn't rebound well on that possession, allowing Cameron Corrin to come up with the offensive rebound and the putback, an opportunity to push the lead out to 5.
Now Cam Corrin's got all 6 of his points here in the second half, guys.
And that's this.
Corrin against Konstantinovsky. Low on the bounce back and scores. Cam Corrin, who's averaged 14.5 points in his last 2 games, is
and recognizing where the sweet spot will be for Cam Corrin. Jalen Lowe putting the basketball in the right spot to help his teammate be successful.
There goes Burton on the drive and score. Davis against Austin. Now Roper. Nice drive and score for Julian Roper. He's got a half dozen now.
That's the way Roper started the game.
Almost punched that away.
Tight quarters. It's trying to operate in such a tight space, but give Jalen Lowe a lot of credit, keeping his head up and keeping that dribble alive, allowing. How many times have you beaten number 1 team in the country?
Altogether, the whole career?
Your whole career.
4
7 years. 4 times?
That's all.
Okay. And you remember all 4 of those games, don't you? So it's okay.
Or no, it was Roper that challenged. And here's Leggett in transition quickly, and he'll feed Lowe. A little Euro and scoop for the lead.
Smart play by Lowe, not settling for the 3 on that position.
Here is Lowe out front. We'll go inside 4 minutes.
That's even more reason for Lowe to be looking to attack the basket. We've seen him with the matchup all day, and he takes advantage of it.
Davis with 10 to shoot. Alaco standing 3. Got it. Matt Alaco with 3 triples for his 9 points.
Only Serta has hit another 3 for Notre Dame.
Low on the drive. Burton stole it. He's got Davis with him. Marcus Burton and followed by Roper.
Long on the defensive end, ripping the basketball out of the hands of Jalen. The other end, unable to finish, but it helps to have friends. 2.5, 3-hour drive from here. I believe we could have quite a contingent of Hokies in the building this afternoon.
Cam Corrin, a catch and score again. 8-second half. Oh, he's got Jordans. You know he does.
I mean, he's a Carolina guy. He got to wear Jordans. This is a prerequisite.
Cummings gets the rattle of the 3.
Finally, somebody knocked down a 3.
John Madry, our statistician here, was the statistician in 1989 at the first 4 overtime game. And a tap followed there. Ties the game at 54.
And
7 seconds to go here. Burton to his right. Pushes it up. Off the rim. Follows Davis, and we get overtime in Charlotte. Tay Davis with 2 shots and a half-second left. And there's the first one. And the second one is out and a half-second. Lowe doesn't get the shot away, and Notre Dame is going to advance. Petritis got a hand on it, but Burnham collects. Toby on the drive. What an impressive move. 3rd field goal for the junior from London.
I don't think that would be the position for Dort, but defensive end.
Tell you what,
Andre's having a game today.
8 of 11 from the field, 3 of 3 from beyond the 3-point arc.
Here's Lowell, got caught, lost his balance. Dort got shaken up on the play, and Toby Lowell lays it in. He's got 7.5, now 9 in the ball game. And he's out here trying to win for Cal to play Stanford tomorrow.
And expending a tremendous amount of effort trying to get around Poteet. He's unable to get that position. A nice play by Poteet, spinning.
Wilkinson thought about it. Kick back for Campbell, 3 away. And Petritis, the rebound from behind Burnham, and the stick back.
They came directly from South Bend to Charlotte, and they've been in Charlotte since Saturday night. And it's showing in the way that they played.
Hammond on the dribble drive, had it knocked away. Here's Wilkinson. Petritis has got Lowell to beat. He'll lay it up and in. Tell you what, he's been impactful in this ball game.
He's the ultimate glue guy. He does whatever the team needs for them to do to be successful, whether it's make a big 3.
4:18 to go, Wilkinson. Blacksher against Rex Steiner. Into traffic, off the glass, and in. Here goes Poteet, skips it for Rex Steiner. Thought about the 3. Burnham Petritus tried to stay with him. He'll drive and scoop and score. Ben Burnham's second field goal of the ball game. He's got 4.
And not pick up that 5th foul. You got to remember, the Cal Bears just played a 4 overtime game.
Stojakovic has got 22 now. Mark Madsen go for 1 here? Or best shot?
No, you go to the basket, try to get fouled.
Whoa! The return to sender, stamped by Toby Lawal.
Toby Lawal coming from the opposite side, timing it perfectly, and throwing it out of bounds.
Get it to Rechsteiner, now going to put it in play. Lawal couldn't handle it. Look at this, Campbell. And we get a foul with 5.3 left. Campbell's going to shoot free throw.
Watch Blackshear go in. He jumps the route and gets some contact there, but no call on the play. And Campbell picks it up. Attacks the rim.
3, 2, heaves, hopes, overtime.
Great job defensively by the Bears to double team Rechsteiner.
23 now for Andre Stojakovic. And here's Rechsteiner to work. Pull up 3 right of the circle.
But again, no one stopped the basketball. Campbell would have had a wide open layup if he continued just to go to the basket.
2 a tie, 3 to lead. Here's Stojakovic. Bounce pass, Petritus in traffic, got it.
I like this by Stojakovic, sending everyone away. Let me just go to work.
And he can't finish. Sissoko catches, scores. How about that?
Matty Sissoko once again on the offensive glass, doing a tremendous job.
Lob, Sissoko the catch. Back again. All 4 points for the Bears at overtime belong to the grad transfer from Michigan State.
But he's going to get the switch on the screen and roll action and get everyone out of the way. Allow him to go to work. You're going to get time off the shot clock, and you're going to get a quality shot.
Fall away baseline. Rolls in for Stojakovic.
The drink tonight. And then Stojakovic going to the turnaround, gets the bucket.
Out front, Jaden Shute tries to cut into it. Poteet the long rebound. Back up against Sissoko. Block Petritus. Boy, Mark Madsen's team's got to be just respected for the energy level, Corey. Holy smokes.
They really do. And again, we talked about they take on the personality of their coach. This is a tough group.
Stojakovic on the drive and the basket.
I mean, there's no empathy in this. You have to attack him if he's going to be out there. They don't have anyone else they can put on the floor. You have to go after him.
And the free throw good by Campbell. He's now hit 5 in a row at the line, fellas. 80-71 with 43 seconds left. Hokies got to live behind the line here, don't they? Rechsteiner at the long 2 on a fall away. That's good.
It's going to be a tough comeback tomorrow for this team.
For Cal?
They're really tough.
But it's a heck of an effort to play 6 overtimes in 2 ball games, guys, and come away with a 9-point win in your first ACC tournament game.
Figures it out. Davis. Luke has it for Florida State. Needing energy. Needing urgency. Swinton around McLeod. Good finish. Davis, Swinton, Deng, and Maluk. Davis with the floater. See if the 4 reserves can spark something for Leonard Hamilton. Davis lost it on the way up. Daquan Davis a steal. Here come the Knowles. Watkins finishes. And the lead is down to 9. These are the issues that have led to the 13 conference losses. Turnovers. As Deng misses a 3. Thomas puts in an easy one. 7 to play. First round in the ACC tournament in Charlotte. Sterling wraparound, and that snaps a 6-minute scoring drought.
The guys have to almost stop, change directions. He just does it with fluidity.
Ewan miscommunicated on the handoff, and Sterling finishes again. Said Hamilton, that's as animated as we've seen him all day, screaming at his players to get in position. Deng has a look. Deng has a 3.
You're almost fighting for survival early in the season with all those quad 1 games.
Deng got space at the end.
It's good stuff. Better space on the offensive end. Once again, Davis there to rebound. He's been really good.
Starling, he's been really good too. He's got 23. Thomas A left-handed finish for Justin Thomas, who's got 6. Switched on to Deng from Thomas. Starling likes that matchup. The screen, they get Starling on Deng again. This was a matchup he won last time. He blows by him again. Carlos try to get it into Davis. He's double teamed. Oh, he threw it away. Daquan Davis for Florida State. He lost it. Here comes Swinton. Missed it. Ewan puts it back with 9.4. Who's going to run the all verts here? Everybody's out of bounds. Davis will look for an outlet. It's Cuff. And Cuff is free. Has to be fouled. A lot of time came off the clock there. Could be the last seconds of Leonard Hamilton's career, and Syracuse does foul for a miracle. Davis misses it. Jair Davis grabs it, and he's fouled.
Different places and have different experiences covering both the ACC, college basketball, and the NBA as well.
Nicely done by Buchanan inside. We called Corey privately by Peeps at Delta. That's right. 43-37.
Oh, nice.
Power slam. Good find indeed.
But here's been the problem, OB, for Virginia. They can't keep guys out of the paint. Ever first in ACC games, played all 55 minutes in a triple overtime game. Triple overtime win at Clemson. And Duncan Powell is now starting to get going on the offensive end of the floor as well.
George wanted to step back. Powell has it. Shot clock to 9. Powell so strong inside, and another basket for him. He's having a day. McNeely, it opens up a bit, but he can't hit it on the reverse. The follow is up and good for Buchanan. Shot clock to 5. Here's George rolling inside, and Ndongo got it up there, and he hit it.
And the 8th assist for George. Experienced last year as freshman under Damon Stoudemire in his first year, and now have made that sophomore year and sophomore jumps.
Ndongo almost came up with another block, but just a split second late. Mustaf. Strong inside, but left it just to the right of the rim.
Ndongo with another offensive rebound and putback. Georgia Tech throughout this game shooting 44% from the field. Virginia only 32%. Difficult to win when you're shooting that poorly. And you can't find a way to stop Duncan Powell, who's now up to 21 points this afternoon.
He said during a timeout a couple of minutes ago, they're not going to be able to beat us with threes if we keep shooting. Well, the Cavaliers in deep trouble of being one and done in the ACC tournament. McNeely right through for 2.
And McNeely getting downhill.
These are really terrific people, and we've got a chance to deal with them a lot. All through the great years of Tony Bennett. Tony himself, of course, aims on the drive, will lay that in. We talked about the Yellow Jackets being a fly in the ointment, maybe.
Obi, you called this a couple weeks ago. When we started showing the bracket of teams that could really do some damage.
McNeely again.
Game than it was in the blowout the first time these two teams met, because I think Georgia Tech is playing much differently than they did.
Oh my, Kofi. 11 in blue. McNeely, as he tries to get free. They stick with him. Here's his long one. Got it! Wow!
We've talked about him having at times to take some shots that may not be the best shots, but that's how you build it.
And in the final seconds, the Yellow Jackets can celebrate the victory here in Charlotte. They will win this one 66-60 and eliminate Virginia.
Blakes has had a nice night, and he ties it. 9 to go in this tie game in the ACC tournament. Long-time rivals from the Bay Area. Here's Campbell on the fadeaway. Another one! DJ Campbell, his second best scoring night of the year. 4-point lead for Cal. Blakes makes it 2, and he's got 18. Christian Tucker. DJ Campbell bricked it, and Stojakovic lies in wait for a Cal putback.
Not a bad possession, though, for Cal. I know you want to score. Now, this can't happen if you're Cal.
Oh, a quick one while they're away. Oziah Sellers for a Stanford lead. Reynaud for Blakes. 6 to shoot it. The former Duke man gives it to Gieler. Heat check! Stojakovic on the switch with Blakes. Barrels into him. Step back two. He's got 34, and it's a one-point game. They've got the ball in the hands of Reynaud. And he lost it with contact. And then Gieler couldn't take it away from Campbell. Stojakovic blocked by Reynaud. He chased him down. Cal, I think, has to foul here unless Akpara is going to charge in.
Wow!
What do we have?
The other way. Akpara. Yeah, we don't hand out charges. He probably refused to do the game.
Stojakovic in trouble. He gets it back from Campbell for three. That's pure! Wow. Looking like his old man. 14 to go. Akpara leaks out and dunks it. Stojakovic back for Campbell. Back to Stojakovic. He hoists. He misses. And the ball game is over. It belongs to the Stanford Cardinal. 78-73.
The winner to advance to the semifinals tomorrow. Evans on the attack off the window for two. Here's Knippel. Yes! A triple on the money. He has 12 points. But they need a comeback. They need a hot hand. Mustaf on the dribble. Almost lost it. Shot clock to 5. Terry outside. Terry on the crossover dribble. And yes!
That was a much-needed bucket.
Much like Jalen Withers, for North Carolina.
Yes.
Lighten up as a Charlotte guy. One triple after another. Malawach with the slam. He's had a very different second half. Here comes Evans. Wide open to nail it.
Gotta imagine they had a hard-fought win yesterday against Virginia.
Oh, Knippel again.
The great execution by the Blue Devils against the zone.
Knippel and Malawach. And once again, racing to the other end to play defense. Bayandongo with the block. Terry, hey, quick strike, and he'll be at the line looking for a three-point play. Malawach off for Proctor. Proctor jumping in the paint. The tip really well done by Sion James. And shoots over 50%, makes his threes, and doesn't turn the ball over. Powell's been kind of quiet as of late, starting to heat up again with a three-pointer.
And coming up with a big bucket to get the lead back to 8.
5 minutes to go in Charlotte. Knippel threading inside, banks it in, he'll go to the line. Knippel looking to break free. On the drive, and it spins in.
The guy that puts the pressure on defenses by getting into the paint, that's normally Cooper Flagg's job.
Buried by Powell. Under 4 minutes to go in Charlotte. Knippel and a slam by Malawach.
Possibly in the semifinals, but their first mention here in the quarterfinals.
So far, I hope you brought your chalk to Charlotte. Terry on the drive, and Knippel got a hand on it. He's had a big game.
Time is not on their side. They're going to have to find a way to make a push, and quickly.
George got it up there and hits a three. That's one way to do it. Who's been impressive here in this tournament. Sutton is open. Yes, a three on target. George lost it. Knippel scoops. Malawach slams it down. Duke by 10 again. Emphatically. Terry getting down and tied up. Possession arrow will keep it on this end for Georgia Tech. But you talk about weathering a storm today. That's what Duke has done.
They really have. And Nate George just loses the basketball. Con Knippel keeping his head up, allowing Kama Malawach to show off his ball handling skills in the.
So a standout performance for him in the quarterfinals. George getting it off for Terry. And that one rattles in from three-point land. So the Yellow Jackets continue to fight with 37 seconds to go. Tournament. They gave Duke quite a scare in the first half after winning yesterday. But today, Duke overcomes. And it was a long afternoon, but they win it 78-70. Very serious injury concerns, but Duke moves on to the semifinals. Carolina back on top by a point. Hildreth trying to negotiate down low and swatted away by Trimble.
But that's what he does defensively.
They've gone cold. No made field goals in 5 minutes plus. They've been trying to change that. Ballou got in there with a hand and deflected it away. Cadeau back for Withers. A dribble down, lost it. It comes free to Lubin. It's stripped from him. Another loose ball. Picked up by Carolina, and another whistle as Withers gets hit. Well, we've had 10 lead changes today in a low-scoring affair in the 50s. Salas to penetrate, sticks it.
David Deacons unable to turn it into second chance points.
From the corner, Withers. Yes! A three-pointer. North Carolina back on top. Winner moving on to the semifinal. Duke awaiting the winner. Davis catches, fires, hits it! And a giant three.
See, Cadeau makes eye contact, but he's telling them no. Go the other direction, point to the other side, where they find R.J. Davis.
Cadeau back in, running the point. They're going to try an alley-oop, got a stuff by Van Allen Lubin. He went flying in for the slam.
Risky it is to throw lobs at crunch time.
And a great pass by Cadeau.
And the lob executed perfectly.
Salas fighting back for two. Foul back up top for Cadeau. He'll feed. Here's Withers. No. And another slam by Lubin. Again from out of the sky to slam it down. Wow. You talk about deflected and stolen by Powell right on the baseline. No sense to foul now. 68-59, North Carolina. A hard-fought victory today against Wake Forest.
Maxime Reynaud is on the bench because of some nonsense call. That's crazy.
Hepburn.
Big one. Big.
And there's Scott dancing around Hadley for the rebound. Hadley, oh, he had Edwards on the wing, but he has himself in the paint. Corrupt the dribble.
Oh, give it back to Edwards. Give it back to Edwards.
He's got the matchup. Hepburn instead. He's got the matchup too. Reynaud trying to set another screen. Staring down the ferocious Scott. Rainbow three! A skyscraper! A Reynaud rainbow, and it's a two-possession lead again. And now Scott finishes over him because there's really not much that Reynaud can do. Louisville's first double-digit deficit in the last 20 games. They can erase it here. Hepburn rolling. Hepburn! Big man! Miller with Akpara, Agarwal, Sellers, and Reynaud. Akpara trying to go one-on-one. Keeler, a quick one. From the corner, wow. A Stanford lead. Those were different leagues. Neither has made it to the ACC Final Four, and Louisville's now a step closer. Chucky Hepburn putting on a second-half show. Boy, it looked like he pulled up wanting to avoid his fifth foul.
Sure did.
Hepburn, Hadley! Chucky Hepburn. You hate that happened, and it was the right call. But that could be the end of Reynaud's college career. Into Waterman. He's blocked by Cannon, but Scott is there. It's now. Could go to the NIT, certainly, but their NCAA tournament hopes are a minute 35 away from going up in smoke. And they needed that one from Agarwal. He cuts it to 5.
Agarwal's had a really good game.
Setting a deliberate tempo. Step back three. In and out. Agarwal, Stanford down 2 possessions into the final minute. Do they have some Cardinal magic? That's going to help.
Matchup that you didn't know you needed to watch.
Yeah.
Matt Cross. Yeah. But they might be irreplaceable in terms of value on their teams.
Sellers, a 90% shooter. It makes for the Cardinal left to bring. But they have to get a stop. Here's Hepburn. and it's intercepted by Okpara. Driving it into Waterman, step and the foul! Chisholm Okpara! He had that dagger three-point play at the end of the game yesterday, and he may well do it again with a chance to tie.
What this is right now, this has gotten really intense. Now we got a tie ball game, partner. This is wild. Maxime Reynaud on the bench, 5 fouls. Chucky Hepburn with the turnover. This is wild. Wow.
Smith.
They're going to take it out of his hands.
They're going to try to flash with a double. Hepburn, Edwards. Stanford without Reynaud. He's fouled out. All he can do is stand and watch. Chucky Hepburn, first team All-ACCer, out for Edwards. 5 to shoot, 5 in the game. Edwards, no foul, missed it. Rebound, Okpara. Oh, Hepburn! No! He hit it! No! He hit it! Yigatone. Hunter ties it.
Right now.
Cross into Shefflin. Flips it home. With 4 fouls. Miller. Oh, yes. What a fit.
Cooper flag.
Chase Hunter rolls it home. He's got 16. Game from the floor. And he's fouled and he scores to make it to the big dance. Miller around all kinds of contact. And then Louisville beats Stanford at the buzzer, and this game may go down to the buzzer. Lock in. Welcome back.
Great find by Hydreader. Just a good job.
Chase Hunter slashing, turning, and burying.
If everybody's going over to the left, Chase Hunter comes back to the right. Just a good individual move to spin back.
He's just played games where teams have tried to take him out more. Has been with 20 points. 3 more?
Why not?
Couldn't get it. Zacks it right to Edwards, the steals leader. Edwards blocked again. Another.
To just put his hand on the ball.
1-and-1 cross.
From Chase Hunter in terms of trying to hit that screen and roll.
Situations this year. He gives it off to Harris. The 3 is short. It's on. If SMU has a chance to win it, has been through it. And he misses it. Cross, got to get it up there. And it's not going to be close. Hunter left the door open, but Clemson still finds its way in a rock fight through to the ACC semis.
Proctor and Malawaj ready to check back in for Duke, and they turn it over. Trimble into the lane, banks it in, and a whistle as well. Here's Proctor. Keeps on dribbling, and a great job by Malawaj. Into the paint, picked off by Gillis.
Now the 10th turnover for the Tar Heels, where each and every possession on the offensive end becomes extremely important. Trying to catch up to the Blue Devils.
Knipple again. Man, do they love to run that play. Those two are Batman and Robin.
They absolutely are. And Superman is out. He's cheering for him on the sideline.
On the drive, off the window, pre-shot by R.J. Davis. Dungba handing off here for Proctor. Proctor drives, using the glass, a sweet shot. They could have tripped up Duke, but it really hasn't.
Another one.
Another slam by Gungba. He has 8 points. Powell nearly lost his footing. Very deep down for Lubin in the basket. Proctor knocked away and stolen by Cadeau. He's got Powell, and he'll lay it in, and a foul. Well, they've rallied to cut the gap a little bit. Under 7 minutes, Lubin lost the handle on it, picks it back up, and scores again. But Carolina has rallied to get it to 10. Evans with the, up and over the top for Gungba, and a slam. So a quick strike for the Duke Blue Devils. Here's Davis. Cadeau open, drains it from three-point land.
The Tar Heels have made 3 3-point field goals in this game.
In the first half, Inside once again, Gungba real active offensively.
How about the
a dozen points?
performance from Gungba?
Cadeau trying to use the screen. Under 5 minutes to play. Trimble airborne, banking it, no. Rebound up and in by Lubin, who's been everywhere. Here's Trimble, fast break, and a foul too! Proctor with it. Malawatch rolling again, a pull-up pop, and it'll roll in. Nice touch by Proctor, Spectrum Center. 10 to get off a shot now for Carolina. Cadeau on the drive, right by everybody.
Elliot Cadeau has been the star in the second half for the Tar Heels.
Once again, Malawatch. Knipple was demanding the ball, went to save it, he's on the line. He turns it over. North Carolina has it, 13 turnovers for the #1 team in the country. Back for the Heels. Powell lines up a long one. He can't hit it. Malawatch got up real high for that board. Now 5. Knipple drives it, still on the move, can't finish it.
And they're going to get the foul on Malawatch. Seth Trimble coming in, gets the rebound. And it couldn't have happened better for the Tar Heels other than Seth Trimble being down.
The power to get it to Knipple anyway. It was just about automatic at the line. Trimble drops in #1, 72-70. Trimble 82%. And sinks it. 72-71.
That he still can run after the foul.
In for Knipple. Still with it. Got it free. Proctor over to James.
Now you want a foul.
Now you have to. With 21.7. 25%. Too strong.
And you want to go to attack.
And a timeout. Carolina takes one with 17.6 to go. Knipple on him. Here's Cadeau. Ten seconds to play. Cadeau gave up the dribble. On the moving side, Lubin, and a whistle on the play. With 4.1 and a foul on Duke. 2 shots. 4.1 seconds to play. And trying to tie it here. He can't do it. He has another one coming.
Oh, no.
A whistle, that won't.
Oh, no.
And North Carolina moving there in the lane.
Dalen Withers tried to fake. And it's a lane violation.
Withers with the violation, he moved. And despite the make, which would have tied it, they wave it off. Couldn't get it in. Still looking. And does get it into Knipple. That's exactly where they want to have the ball at 92% at the foul line.
Running toward the basket.
And Knipple drains the first.
A free throw to try to disrupt.
He makes them both.
Gumba on the ball. Try to disrupt any good look down the court.
3-point lead. Trimble getting a timeout immediately. Looking to get it in. Here's the shot. That misfires off of the rim, and that's the ball game. Duke hangs on. They win it 74-71. Well, they were an Elite 8 team last year. Scheffler with a dribble down, trying to get room to operate, sticks another basket in.
Smart.
Zachary baseline. Eyebreeder into the paint, lost his footing, he slipped a bit, got it back, and he scored it.
Smart play by Eyebreeder. However, Hadley's able to get out in front of traffic. Of course, Chucky Hepburn will find his teammates whenever they have an opportunity.
Zachary quickly to the other end for two. Louisville. So he's in big trouble. Zipped into the corner, and a three-pointer on the money by Waterman.
Waterman is a dead-eye three-point shooter. He's already knocked down one earlier in this game. You cannot give him that much space.
Uh-oh, time here for the Tigers. Lock in. Got it.
Definitely have fun when you're up 13 right now, looking at a chance to play in the ACC tournament championship game.
Hunter, yep, it hung on the iron and drops through. Zachary gets it off quickly and airmailed by Clemson. Highbreeder trying to get back. Roos with the slam.
In the right way for the Tigers.
Long one. Hunter will knock it down from three-point land. Adley will try a three, and it goes down.
He is wide-eyed and ready to celebrate, but still 3 minutes and 20 seconds away from that.
Wiggins looking for a bank shot, and that goes down.
Hard to pressure OB as guards, and you cannot pick up a foul.
They break it for Edwards.
Hold up.
Yes, sir. And Scott with a dunk.
That's the way you have to attack and take the 2 points, because that's the only way you can decrease the pressure.
Got to find that masked man out of the corner. Zachary. Hunter, a quick lift. Got it. Three-pointer. Hepburn, and nearly stolen away. There is a foul on the play.
And the foul is going to be on Chucky Hepburn.
Wow.
After Jaden Zachary did a great job of stripping the basketball from his hand, gets the foul.
He makes the pair. 4-point game, and they press again. Edwards trying to get out of there. Knocked away. Stolen away. Hunter trying to keep it alive. Knocked out a play by Louisville. It'll be Clemson ball with 1:04 to go. Hunter on the drive. Got to go.
And now you can pull the pressure back. You don't have to pressure. All you need is a defensive stop.
Edwards needing help. Doubled up. Got it free to Hepburn. This is a 2-point game. Another amazing comeback tonight here in Charlotte. Hepburn holding. He made a giant shot last night. Got it downstairs, up, and a foul. Oh, wait a minute, it was a tie-up on the play.
The ball will go back to the Cardinals. Basketball back. And you see Traore got away with a little bit of a chicken wing on that possession.
Sure did.
But with the tie-up.
So they have reset the clock to 28.2 and the shot clock at 3.
Oh, now that's a difference maker.
Adley off the inbounds. Jumping and firing. It never touched anything. That's a shot clock violation. And the Tigers have the ball. Clemson looking to get it in. And finally do. Highbreeder bouncing up high for Hunter. He's got the ball now. 15 seconds left.
Oh, switching defensively.
Hunter. Quick move to his right. Scoop blocked. Scott got a hand on it. And a whistle with 6 seconds to go. And a foul.
I believe that there's no foul on this call. That is a foul, OB. It's one thing to allow guys to play and be physical, but this has to be called. There's 3 fouls on that possession. Scott fouls him from behind.
Wow.
Traore fouls him across his body.
And Hepburn misses the foul shot. Take another look. No whistle on that. Hepburn's second. And he got that one. Here comes Hunter. Looking to tie it. Flips it up there. Louisville at the rebound, and they hang on to win it 76-73. The Cardinals are into the championship of the ACC tournament.